on new Domino's Pan Pizza.
Deliver pan pizza? Great.
I love the crust. Oh, and the toppings and all that cheese.
And I didn't have to pick it up. So if you want a great pan pizza delivered, you've got to call Domino's Pizza. Domino's
Pan
Pizza.
New Domino's Pan Pizza. Nobody delivers better. In 1988, he startled us with a frightening vision. Then, he was destroyed and left for dead. Now...
Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back.
You know, we haven't gotten a decent night's sleep since he got here.
Child's Play 2, rated R. Starts Friday, November 9th at theaters everywhere.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another great video here, coming at you from the illustrious game room. I, of course, am Jazzy Jeff, and welcome to another cool video where I just show off stuff from the game room. So, first and foremost, I want to give a huge shout out to Sweetgyrl Designs. Obviously, her information will be in the description of the video below. So yeah, I've done videos involving Sweetgyrl Designs stuff. I've bought stuff from her dozens of times. I've gotten all kinds of cool goodies and toys and trinkets and trading cards and all kinds of awesome stuff. And you guys seriously need to check her out. She's got awesome stuff. She's always getting new stuff. She makes some of her own stuff. And it's just cool to see another collector out there who is preserving this stuff and you know, finding homes for all these cool items. And believe me, there's some great items here that I'm really excited to jump into. So up first, I'm going to start with the trading cards. Anne is always putting bonus cards and just bonus items in the packages that she sends me, and I just can't thank you enough. It's so awesome to get little extra things. It's just nice, and not many buyers do that kind of thing, at least the ones that I buy from. So when, you know, people go above and beyond and send you extra stuff, you know, I think you should support them. So definitely check out her websites, her Etsy page, and see if there's something that you might like. So I have been super busy with life, and I know that's sort of a lame excuse, but I just have not been able to get my hands on any of the We Hate the 80s Garbage Pail Kids new line of cards. And knowing the way that things work anymore, cool stuff is usually in stores for about a week, maybe 3 days, and then it's gone. And then the universe goes back to just having empty shelves with nothing but just boring shit made by Martha Stewart or whoever is the hot, you know, item at that time. So that being said, who knows if the stores by me even have any of this stuff anymore? And at this point, I'm not going to go out of my way, and Anne went and sent me a couple cards, and let me tell you, these cards are probably some of the best cards, sticker cards at least, that she could have sent me. They're right up my alley. She knows what I'm a huge fan of, and like I said, if I were to go out and buy packs, I don't think it would ever do this justice right here. So Anne, thank you for sending these, because this is pretty much all I will ever want from the We Hate the 80s. So, first and foremost up front, we got Dominic Pizza. I mean, seriously, does anybody eat Domino's more than me? If you follow me or see any of my posts on Facebook, I'm always posting about Domino's. And, of course, the classic, avoid the Noid. That's so cool that they did a card of him. That's great. Up next, we have Blockbuster. That's absolutely awesome. With the VHS tape, of course, the old school TV on the roller, and there's just tape going all over the place. That's wild. So these were like the 80s culture sticker cards that they did. Obviously similar to the, you know, Battle of the Bands, special editions, 80s stickers, and, you know, random band stickers that they did. So those are very cool. Up next, this is Mixed Tape, which obviously is a pun on mixtape. That is just phenomenal. I love how the tape is bleeding, the eye is being blown out. Obviously, more tape is coming out of the cassette. Just absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, we've all been there. We've all used pencils to rewind our cassette tapes. At least some of you might have. So. And then this one I actually saw online, and I couldn't believe that this was one of the cards that she sent me, because like I said before, knowing my luck, I could buy 20 packs. This probably wouldn't be in there. So I'm so thankful that I got Walk Manny. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely awesome. So cool looking. Another cassette tape reference and a Walkman reference. And then he's got Frankie Says Relax. You know, bright pink neon looking shirt. I love the background. It just screams 80s. Like, this is so amazing. So awesome. So, cannot say thank you enough. And then she went and sent a 5th card. And let me tell you guys, I could have bought 50 packs, and I guarantee you I would not have gotten this card. Because that's just my luck. Like, when it comes to buying trading cards, especially new trading cards, I get doubles and triples and quadruples, and I get the same stupid, lame, you know, hot dog looking guy or some, you know, it's always something stupid that, like, annoys me. And it's just, you know, it's hard for me to want to, like, waste money on it when I know I'm not going to get what I want. So when somebody just gives me what I want, it makes me very happy. And Anne gave me what I wanted and gave me the Elvira fucking sticker card. That's awesome. I don't think anyone in the universe is a bigger Elvira fan than me. I actually got to meet Cassandra Peterson and got her autograph, and I wish I would have got a picture with her. I definitely want to try and meet her at some point again and get a picture with her. But this is awesome. This is great. Elvira, a great pun, just a great card. I love the purple. Just super phenomenal. So there you have it, Garbage Pail Kids. We hate the 80s trading cards. And I'm curious to know what Joe's got to say about those. So, a little shout out to Joe, the grotesque asshole. So, there is that. And then, speaking of Joe Grotesque, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. I actually was not familiar with this. I believe this is separate from the cards. The name of the artist is Sean Cruz. And I guess you could check out more of his stuff at corrosivecomicsart.com. So I will also have that link in the description if anybody's interested in finding more out about Sean Cruz. I did look up him. I looked up the website and didn't really find a whole lot of information. But then again, I'm kind of lazy when it comes to doing research. So I'll probably have to double check, make sure I even put the website in correctly. But enough of me chitter chattering. This is just phenomenal. It's like a giant glossed, you know, Garbage Pail card. Obviously, it's the Lost Boys. This is in reference to Kiefer Sutherland's character. You have Undead David, his name. Really cool looking, really neat. Obviously, it has that Garbage Pail Kids look. You know, Joe, I don't know if you're familiar with Sean Cruz. I don't know if that's somebody that worked on any of the Garbage Pail Kids cards or if he's just a fan of Garbage Pail Kids and did his own little thing. But this is really cool, and I love the Lost Boys. And it just goes really well, obviously, with the 80s. We hate the 80s cards. So there is that. So those were the bonus items from Sweetgyrl Designs. And then now we're going to get into the good stuff. So I'll start with the little one, the little item. I haven't got any pins in a while. I'm actually a big pin guy. I eventually will do a video on my pins. But I got a Child's Play 2 pin. Look at that. That is amazing. That is awesome. You got the bloody number 2, says coming soon. Chucky is back in Child's Play 2. This is from 1989 Universal Studios. So this is legit Universal Studios merchandise. And I'm obviously another huge fan of Child's Play and Chucky and all that good stuff. And I actually really like the second film a lot. A lot of times sequels can do a series disservice, but I always thought 2 was a strong sequel. And I think if 2 hadn't done as well as it did, there would not have been other movies. So, anyway, there is that. So, very cool. Very excited to have that. And then I'm going to jump into the kind of the big item next, because I have a decent amount to say about this. So, the big thing for me, obviously, has always been nostalgia. But there's a difference between nostalgia and then just strong memories and, you know, feelings of like, I guess like just strong memories and strong feelings. I mean, this item right here goes beyond nostalgia, because I had this and I never thought that I would ever come across it again or ever see it again. What I hold in my hands is the official Burger King Alf puppet. So as you can tell, you can stick your hand in there. It's so funny because my hand has gotten so big that I can barely fit my hands in here. But it's a really, really small puppet. It's obviously made for like kids. But there it is. Little Alf figure. Look at that. Odd Pod. Shout out to Odd Pod. You might want to watch yourself. This might be the new YouTube puppet channel. So, I don't know. I do that pretty good. Hey there. Hey there, everybody. Mary's Mail. Anyway. The only person that's going to get that joke is Dan. But anyhow. So, yes. He's obviously all decked out in a baseball uniform. The Orbiters, which is really funny for, like, outer space, you know, in orbit. And it's just really neat. You know, number 1 is on the back, like, you know, official jersey. It still has the fucking, you know, cardboard, you know, little, I don't even know what the hell this is called, but you guys know, you know what I mean. The little fucking, you know, this came, like, brand new with it, so that's pretty wild. The tag is still on there. Thank you, Ann, for this. This seriously means a lot. It's crazy how good a condition he's in. Mine lost the jersey, lost the hat, lost the tag, obviously, and it's just so crazy. You know, there's the Burger King logo, and I always love the old Burger King logo too. I hate the new one. Like, it looks like a fucking burger because it's the Burger King, and the new sign doesn't look like a burger anymore. So what's the point? So, but yes, the many faces of Alf, and then this also came with a record. Which those are probably extremely hard to find, and if they're even if you can find them, they're probably all scratched up and, you know, bent and cracked and all that good stuff. So, but I don't really care about that. I care about the actual Alf doll. So there you guys go. Huge addition to the game room. I'm a huge Alf fan. If anybody has Amazon Prime, the entire series is available on there right now. So check it out if you have not watched.
Burger King has been invaded by Alf puppets. Please help.
Hey, I'm hungry. Yo, want a Whopper? No problem.
Just $2.99 and a plain broiled Whopper or large sandwich gets you your own Alf. 4 different furry aliens. Each comes with his own record.
'Cause we're doing the Mailbag Drop.
These aliens are friendly, but they're getting out of hand. Hurry, just $2.99 gets another Alf out of here.
We do it like you do it at Burger King.
All right. So as for all my videos, I always say they're probably getting a little long. I feel like at this point, this video is pretty long, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of blow through the last items. But that being said, these items are probably some of the coolest, craziest, zaniest, just things that I've ever added to my collection, and they obviously mean a ton to me because it is extremely hard to get your hands on this kind of merchandise, at least in my neck of the woods it is. But I'm sure a lot of you might have remembered an older video that I did about Ann where I showed off this guy with the little Frankenstein bed and his head lit up. Well, I told you that he was a 1997 Burger King toy. obviously, once again, Universal Studios. Well, Anne had the rest of the set, or at least was able to acquire the rest of the set. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was just in shock. Like, and I'm still in shock. Like, I can't believe that I'm holding these items here. So let's start with the first one here. So aside from Frankenstein, they also did the creature from the Black Lagoon. And he's very cool looking, very like kind of see-through. But the detail is just fucking phenomenal. Like, it looks like the creature. It totally, you know, the hands, the feet, the webbed hands, you know, and just, you know, the way that the gills and like everything is just in such crazy detail. I cannot believe that this was a Burger King item. It's just so bizarre, let alone a kid's meal toy. The Burger King Kids Club. And what's cool about him is, I'm not going to do it for you, unfortunately, because I did it once, and I don't want to, like, fill him up with too much water, you know, because it's hard to get all the water out, but, and I don't want to damage him too much. But you could dunk his head or just press his chest and fill up with water, and then you would press his chest, and he'll squirt water. So either way will work. You know, like I said, you can either press his chest and stick his head in water, or I noticed you can even press his chest and let a little water go in there. Either way, it'll fill up his tummy, and then you press that same button, and the water will squirt out of his mouth. So very cool. Very in obviously canon to that character. Up next, we have Dracula. This thing's awesome. It comes with his actual tomb. You can see the little crack in the front there, and you can see his eyes peering through, and it's a little bat. And then there's actually a little lever here where you open it up. Whoa! And Dracula pops out. So just kind of like Nosferatu, you can get the slow rise there, like in the original film, and then he actually does pop off of that, and then, you know, you can have him kind of do his, ooh, you know, and then even funnier, for whatever reason, his cape pops off, and then he just kind of looks like a James Bond action figure with teeth. So very neat, very cool. Just absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's just so crazy that they did this back in the 90s. And I'm just really glad that Burger King did something like this. It's a shame that you don't see kids' meal toys like this anymore. But, you know, that's how it goes, man. That's how the cookie crumbles. You know, the world changes and things go away. And I'm just glad that we're still able to get a hold of them. Okay, and then finally, the last item here, of course, is another one of my favorites. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite. I mean, they're all my favorites. It would have been cool if they could have made some kind of Invisible Man toy. I would have definitely liked to have seen that. I think a Bride of Frankenstein would have been kind of neat. You really don't see a lot of Bride of Frankenstein merchandise. But I was definitely happy that they did the Wolfman. And just like Frankenstein, it's got a little lever right here. But this one is sort of my favorite toy because they just put so much detail into this. So obviously, this is supposed to be some sort of like, you know, I guess you could say a little coffin, maybe a little door, a little, it could really be whatever you want it to be. It almost looks like shed doors and like he's coming out of a basement somewhere. But when you turn the crank, of course, he pops up the same way Dracula does. But what makes this even cooler is, let me pop him off of here. He obviously comes out. If you guys look close, you can see a full moon and, like, you know, trees, you know, without leaves, like creepy looking trees with branches. And I think there's even some like sort of like eerie moonlight, like fog almost. It's just amazing the amount of detail that like went into this. You know, it's so crazy. And yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And then, of course, here he is in his green jumpers with his tight little belt. There is Wolfman. And it's very screen accurate, just like the Creature from the Black Lagoon with the detail in the face. I mean, all of them are just absolutely phenomenal. You know, and like, you know, once again, going back to Frankenstein. And it's really cool because, you know, just like in the movies, you know, you can kind of reenact them fighting each other. You know, you don't have to wait for Universal to make the movie. You can now have your own Wolfman versus Frankenstein, or Creature from the Black Lagoon, you know, takes on fucking Dracula. You know what I mean? Like that'd be a fucking cool movie. So anyway, guys, that is that. These toys are absolutely epic. If you are a Universal Monsters fan like I am, I totally recommend that you get your hands on these. They're not usually too expensive, depending on who you buy them from. But like I said, they can be tough to find. I don't normally see these floating around in the wild, and I don't always see these online. A lot of times when I have seen them online, they get bought up really quickly. So, you know, but if you keep an eye out, you might just be able to get them. Obviously, I think some of them might have came with stickers. Once again, I don't really care about all that. So, in closing, guys, I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope it wasn't boring. I hope you guys had a good time. As always, thank you so much, Ann, for all these cool goodies. I love making these videos. And like I said to everybody, guys and gals, please, please, please check out Ann's stuff. And if you haven't seen the other videos that I did on Ann's stuff, those links will also be in the description. So if you have time, check out those links. Otherwise, guys, there's nothing else for me to say except stay cool, stay safe, and keep it right here on the Jazzy channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye.
Kids, come meet your new sitter.
Looks like a good time to check out Burger King.
Yeah! Nice costume. I'm so scared.
Universal Studios monsters are on the loose. You can get one toy and glow-in-the-dark sticker inside every Kids Club meal at Burger King.
Wow, really nice costume.
Burger King Kids Club. Great food,